The engine structure. Now we will closely look into the interior of the D4A series engines. The combustion chamber takes a direct injection method. It consists of a cylinder head, piston, and injection nozzle in a type of hole mounted to the cylinder head. The fuel will be able to be burned out by injecting directly to inside of the combustion chamber. And then it has a simpler structure that explosive pressure directly has an influence on its piston. Therefore, this combustion chamber is characterized by higher combustion efficiency and less loss in cooling. The intake exhaust valve is made of a heat-resistant steel with a surface process. The angle of both intake and exhaust valve seats is 45 degrees. And valve spring prevents the valve serving phenomenon by mounting a valve spring with a different pitch in the opposite direction of its coil to the inside and outside of the spring. The cap is mounted between a rocker and a valve, and the rocker has a bushing for lubrication inside. The tappet is cylindric, and its contact surface with the camshaft is eccentrically designed to prevent the partial abrasion by contacting to the cam while rotating inside. Three camshaft bushes mounted inside of the camshaft in the crankcase are mounted. The bush bore is designed by getting smaller backward to make it easy for the camshaft to be taken away in front of the crankcase. The cylinder sleeve is tightened into the crankcase by the dry process, which is made of special iron with high abrasion resistance. The piston is made of an alloy of molded aluminum. The engraved mark at the upper part of the piston tells weight and product number of the piston. The triangular mark indicates a direction toward the engine. In particular, be sure the triangular mark indicates its direction when replacing a piston, and make sure that 4 pistons should have the same weight. Piston rings consist of 2 compression rings and 1 oil ring, and a slippery surface of the ring is chrome-plated through a hardening process. The connecting rod has an oil passage to connect the large end and the small end part to play a part in lubricating small end part and in cooling the piston. The main bearing is a sectioned plane bearing which is made of a special alloy, and the upper bearing is grooved inside to correspond with an oil hole of the crankshaft. The 5 pairs of them necessary for installation should be in the right direction when being reassembled. The timing gear is installed in a timing gear case in front of the engine. The timing marks engraved at each gear needs to be in line to gear them precisely when being reassembled.